still so funny to hear at my grown age?
You're so short.
I know. I am aware that I'm short. It's my body. I have noticed, and if I didn't notice, I could turn to my tailoring bill. Hello, my name is Nicole Bruno, and I am just on the right side of 5 foot 0 inches, which is not that short. Is it below the average? Yes. Is it really short? Kind of. It just so happens that comparatively, I am so much shorter than the rest of the people in my life. Here's me next to this plant. Here's me next to this door frame. Here's me next to my car. Here's how close I have to sit to the wheel because I can't reach the pedals. Here's what my eye level view looks like out of the car. Here's me contemplating how screwed I am if the airbag goes off. Here's me next to a tree. So yes, I'm short, but am I really that short for it to be commented on so frequently? My school years were rough because of that natural childlike wonder to belittle the shortest kid in the class. And I wish I was kidding, but there were actually moments where there were people that would pick me up and move me without my permission just because they could. Or how many times I was used as a ledge. Now, was it a joke? Yeah. Was it annoying? Yes. Then there was my teacher who would refer to me as tiny but mighty. It's actually shocking that that teacher hasn't caught a case yet, but honestly, I haven't checked recently. But also, I was 12, I didn't want to be perceived, it was weird. I'm not even gonna try to branch into the body issues that I have been / had experienced in my life, and on the weird consequence of being short becoming a personality trait. Or maybe it was the effects of me being short that became my big personality, kind of like Napoleon complex or something. Because clearly I had a big personality and very loud voice, very short, so we can't really discount that. I am using Napoleon complex very, very, very lightly, very gently. If you don't know what Napoleon complex is, I'll give you a quick crash course because I actually studied it when I was 17 because I gave a speech in front of my entire class and then some about the Napoleon complex. Probably exacerbating the point, but nonetheless, Napoleon complex is a complex, mostly in men, but it's when men who are short feel as if they need to compensate because of their lack of height and be overly aggressive, overly loud, very overbearing. So I do not think I have a Napoleon complex at all. I think I just happen to be loud and big personality, but the joke stands. So in short, pun intended, am I aggressive? No. Am I compensating for being physically overlooked? It can be argued. At the very least, I thought these comments about my height would go away when I reached adulthood, but the problem with that is that people take one look at me and assume I haven't reached adulthood. I was viciously humbled when I was 23 because my mom and I went to this like cat cafe, cat shelter-esque thing. It was really adorable. It was like 10 minutes from my house. It was really fun to go. So it just so happens that if you're under 18, you have to like sign a waiver, or your parent has to go with you and like sign a waiver and stuff. You know, it's a whole legal thing. If the cat scratches you, it's a whole thing. So my mom and I go. I happen to go. I'm just wearing like a sweatshirt and leggings. I'm not wearing makeup or anything. And I pull up and this literal child behind the desk looks at my mom and goes,
"Oh, are you gonna sign for her?"
I think I had a decade on the kid working at the front desk. But he's asking me he's asking my mom and wondering if I'm 18 yet. I don't question it when I get carded. Makes sense. I'm still in my 20s, so like you're still gonna card me, but under 18? Come on, man. I didn't think I had a baby face along with being the size of an average middle schooler, you know? And let's jump back to that tailoring comment real quick, because I was not kidding. Literally, every nice piece of clothing I own either needs to be or has been tailored, to the point where just buying clothing is so annoying. Everything is so long. I'm not gonna get into the like recession indicator, longer hemlines equals worse economy, but actually look into that because it's so interesting. But everything right now is so long. Every dress, every skirt, every pair of pants. I'm at the point where if it can work with a raw edge, I'm taking my own scissors and I'm snipping it. I can't afford to keep up with fashion, guys. I bought this big dress when I was in college for this like event that I was going to, big poofy tulle dress. I put in custom measurements because I need to pay for custom measurements, and I still had to cut over a foot of material off of it so that I could still wear heels and have it not be like dragging all around the floor. Okay, and I'm being a little too negative. It's just a lot of the comments, a lot of the actions it's associated with being short is, a little more negative. But there are a lot of great benefits. First and foremost, I have learned how to be aggressively independent. Hear me out. Grocery stores are a nightmare. All of the best fruit is all the way back, and my arms don't reach that far. I'm practically screaming at the people in the deli section because they can't hear me because the glass goes up so high. And for some reason, all of my favorite stuff is on the top shelf. And whenever I'm there never seems to be anybody who can help me in the areas that I am in. Hence, I have gotten amazing at climbing shelves. Did I say independence was a great benefit? No, it is the unexpected, amazing climbing skills that I have developed over the years. I'm kidding, it's definitely independence, but the advanced climbing skills is a fantastic consequence. My favorite type of water is on the top shelf, not a problem. I'm analyzing what the shelves look like. I'm moving things off to the side. I'm climbing. Someone's staring at me from down the way, but they're like, I'm just gonna watch her do this instead of offer assistance, and that's okay, because I got this. Leaping down, no problem. Throw it in my cart, walk away. We're done. I'm climbing on top of counters to get to stuff inside of my own cabinets. I have invested in my own little step stool that I can carry around whenever I need it. There's even an entire ladder in that room back there because for some reason there are so many high cabinets in my apartment. All this to say, I can't rely on anyone else but myself. If I need help, I need to figure it out on my own. I think another funny benefit is that I do fit into kids' clothing, which is a benefit or not a benefit, kind of depending on how you see it. But if it's like a neutral baby tee, a pair of shorts, it's infinitely cheaper to buy it from the kids section than to buy it full price somewhere else. So I have bought a child's tennis skirt before because it was like $10 less than a woman's tennis skirt. That's just a good deal. It's a bargain. It's fiscal responsibility. Why wouldn't I buy it from the kids section if I could? This other benefit really satisfies the attention seeker in me because when there's group photos, I'm always going to be in front because people block me out. So I'm always going to be like front and center in all the photos. I'm always going to be seen. So that makes me really happy. I know that doesn't make everybody happy, but that makes me particularly happy. And the inverse is true. If I don't want to be seen by anybody, I blend into crowds so easily. All I have to do is strategically find like a couple of people or a person and just stand near them, and I'm invisible. If I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't need to. I'm hidden. I am purposefully not talking about concerts in this respect because it 100% depends on the people you are around. I've been in concert situations where there are people who are really nice and let me like stand in front of them because they can still completely see over me. But I've also been in situations where someone who is like 7'3" is standing directly in front of me and I can't get around them. So it really depends on who's around, what's going on, etc. 9 times out of 10, that's why, again, maybe this is like fiscally responsible. I'm choosing not to be in the pit because I know the pit is a nightmare because I'm probably not going to be able to see. So I'm choosing to not be in the pit, ergo saving money. Because that's how that works. And the final benefit, I can be picked up easily. Notice how it's a positive here because of consent. With my consent, I love being lifted. It's fun. Let's do a piggyback ride. You can come twirl me around during a dance. You could do like the lift, like the Dirty Dancing lift where I'm like flying and stuff. Yes, I love that stuff. Just ask first. I did not think it would be that difficult. And that's that. Short video for a short person. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do all the fun stuff down in the description below. And shout out to all my really tall friends who experienced this, but in the complete opposite way. If we don't have anyone else, we know we got each other. Till next time. Bye.